We got to keep God first. We got to stay humble. We got to keep working, and we got to get this money. Economic empowerment is what's going to keep all of us on the straight and narrow. Everybody.
Black Jesus.
Hey, welcome to Money Making Motivation, and I am your host, E.DeanCole, and we are reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia, from Frisco to Maine, all the way to Spain. We're going all the way around the world with this thing, and I am your host, E.DeanCole, with Money Making Motivation. Hey, I'm going to need you guys to call in. Today's my birthday. Today is my birthday. I want you to wish me a happy birthday. The call-in number is 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY. Give me a call. Wish me a happy birthday. Or if you have questions about anything dealing with economics, this is an economic empowerment powerhouse. This show is dedicated specifically for you to handle all of your economic issues. We're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about credit, business. We're going to talk about what the president is doing, all of that today on Money Making Motivation. So I am so excited about today's show, guys. It is my birthday. So it is a national holiday. It is my birthday. I turned 36 years old today. So I'm really excited about that. And this is my first show on Sensation Station. You know, I was asked to be a part of the show because of some things that I have been doing in social media and some things that I have been doing, abroad. Let me explain a bit more. So I own E.DeanCole Financial, and we are a consulting firm, and we specialize in business credit, alternative finance, and working capital loans. That's what we do. And so I originally was working for Fortune 500 institutions and lending institutions, and I would get so discouraged when people would get declined, and I couldn't tell them. You know, being an employee of the bank, you are bound by the Fair Lending Act. So yeah, it does great by allowing you to not be, quote unquote, marginalized or discriminated against. But at the same time, if you are an employee of the bank, I can't physically tell you. So because of that frustration and me not feeling fulfilled in my career, I wrote my first book. It was How to Start a Business, Even If You Have Bad Credit, No Credit, and With No Personal Guarantee. And I was so humbled that my book became a #1 bestseller. The first time this young guy from Atlanta, Georgia, come from out of nowhere, I became a #1 bestseller in entrepreneurship and business development. And I was even competing with Damon John. I was really excited about that. And so that gave me the strength and that gave me the faith to step out on faith and start my consulting firm, E.DeanCole Financial. And so we do a lot of things on social media. We do a lot of things when it comes to just free economic empowerment. And I still could not touch as many people as I needed to. So I was brought with an opportunity, or presented with this opportunity to be on ssnatl.com. And we are broadcasting live on ssnatl.com. We are in all of the satellite radio for GMville. We are soon going to have our podcast on Apple. So if you have an Apple, if you're part of the Apple family, if you're watching on Facebook Live, you see me throwing up my Apple. So if you are part of the Apple family, we'll be there. We'll also be on YouTube. So we are everywhere you want to be. So I want to hear from you guys today. 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. We're going to have multiple different segments about the show. One of the best segments is going to be Power Hour. I'm going to speak truth to power about your situation. Call in and we're going to talk about it. 855-75-MONEY, ATL.com. Let's go.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
George.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Are back. This is Money Making Motivation, and I am your host, E.DeanCole, and we are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3. You can always catch us anywhere you are. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. Call us now, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. SSNATL.com. We are everywhere you are. Hey, we are broadcasting live right now on Facebook Live. So, hey, if you're my Facebook friend and if you're in part of any of the groups, I just drop that link so you guys can actually see me and wish me a happy birthday. So you can see me. Hey, guys, I love you guys. And you can also call in 855-75-MONEY. So now we're going to talk about the hot off the money presses. I mean, this is what's going on right now in the news. We're going to get right into hot off the money presses. Hot off the money presses, guys. Listen, I was up late last night dealing with clients like I normally do. I own E.DeanCole Financial, and I was on my computer, and something popped up on my timeline. Midnight massacre. It was Donald Trump. He just fired the secretary. He just fired the secretary and had absolutely nobody who could come in. I mean, absolutely nobody who could come in and replace the person. I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if you think about that, did you guys see that? It was late last night. It was ridiculous. I think it was like around 9:30 last night, and I was up late last night watching CNN. It's crazy. The other thing, that's really hot off the presses right now is this ban on the Muslim nations and the Muslim countries. I mean, if you guys think about how hard that is how that affects you. I mean, I was listening to one of a very popular radio show, and they played a clip of a gentleman. He was crying. He was sobbing. He was saying how he was a Muslim, and he has been a U.S. citizen for majority of his entire life, and he was a contractor building houses. And so when he was building houses, he just was doing the best that he can, being a good citizen. And so I want to know what you guys think about it. So we have some callers already online. Hey, 855-75-MONEY. We want to hear from you. So you're live on the air with E.DeanCole. Hello, this is Dean. You're live on the air.
Hey, Dean. I just wanted to say happy birthday to you on the stage.
Thank you so much, my man.
No problem. I watch your information online on Facebook, so we're Facebook friends, and I definitely follow you. I salute you and everything that you do, and I'm going to continue watching all your videos.
Thank you so much, my man. God bless. Definitely tune in every Tuesday and Thursday. We're live here on ssnatl.com. Thank you so much, and join in for the rest of the show.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
All right, hit that share button, my man. All right, guys, yeah. So if you guys want to call in live on the air, it is my birthday. I am excited. It's a national holiday. Give me a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Wish me a happy birthday, or we could talk about your financial issues. We could talk about building your business, fixing your credit, starting a nonprofit, whatever it is. Give us a call. We're going to talk to you guys about that. But so hot off the money presses, I really wanted to talk about how this ban is automatically affecting everyone right now. I was doing some research, and, since Trump has been in office, the billionaires have already increased their net worth by anywhere from $5 to $10 billion already. The billionaires have already increased their net worth with this ban, with this wall that they're building, with the pipeline. It is ridiculous how successful and wealthy people are taking advantage of that. And if you tune into this show, I'm going to show you how you can get advantage and take advantage of that as well. We're going to get your business where it needs to be, guys. And so that's the great thing about Money Making Motivation. We're going to talk about your situations, about your finances, about your money. Call in 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY. I am so excited about today's show because it is my birthday, and it's the first time being on ssnatl.com. All right, guys, so when we come back, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about my 2 cents, what I'm thinking about, what's going on, and we're going to hear from you as well. Call us, 855-75-MONEY. I have some things I want to talk about, give you my 2 cents on.
This is your boy PD.
I'm Beyonce.
Wow. Sensation Station Network.
Deliberate dumbing down.
Dumb down society.
Deliberate dumbing down of America.
Dumb down public. Why would they do this?
Sensation Station Network. Radio, not dumbed down.
We are back, Money Making Motivation, and I'm your host, E.DeanCole. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY. You guys are our co-host, and I want to hear from you in this hour. We were talking about hot off the money press. Hey, guys, if you're watching right now on Facebook, we are on Facebook Live, Sensation Station Network.com, Sensation Station Network. Go to YouTube or go to Facebook, type in Sensation Station. You're going to find us. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. You're going to find us. SSNATL.com. You're going to find us. If you are listening in a GM vehicle, you're going to find us as well. Tune in on satellite radio. So we were just talking a little bit about, hot off the money presses. And my producer and I, we were just talking about how crazy it is that since Trump has been in office, exactly how much billionaires has profited since this. I mean, the average person who has profited since Trump has been in office, I have some statistics here that I really want to talk to you guys about. That's just really amazing here, is that there are over 60 billion that is set aside in the first 30 days, in the first quarter, the first 90 days of Trump being in office. Over 60 billion is what is projected that the top 5% of the population is going to get. And I want to talk about exactly how you're able to get a part of this money, right here, hot off the money presses. So most of you guys know that I own a consulting firm, right? E.DeanCole Financial. And what we do is we teach you how to build your business credit. That's separate from your personal credit. Technically what we do is we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. But the thing that we are the most famous for, like the caller just chimed in, is that, I teach economic empowerment on a lot of social media platforms. And in the School of Business Credit, we teach you how to build your business that's completely separate from your personal credit. Now, the industry that I really would like for you guys to get ready to be a part of, there are two main industries that the average Joe that can be a part of and still get some of that billionaire money. Are you guys ready to know what the two industries are? All right, here we go. All right, so the two industries that are the best for you to take advantage of this billionaire flow that Trump is doing is the transportation industry and the real estate industry. The transportation industry and the real estate industry are the two biggest industries right now that are going to get a huge influx of financial prosperity to the average Joe, okay? So let's talk a little bit about that. So, people feel like, oh, man, I can't make this type of money, Dean. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not a billionaire. Heck, I'm not even a millionaire. Shoot, I'm not even a 10,000aire. Listen, you can start your business today. What's today? Today is my birthday, January 31st. Listen, if you started your business February 1st, all right, if you stayed diligent within April, February, March, April, in April, you will have a successful, sustainable business credit established, and you're able to get some of these government contracts. Hear me, guys. Government contracts, especially if you guys are pulling heavy load. All of my truckers that are out there, give me a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. All of my truckers that are watching, you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys are riding heavy with some low boys, which just happens to be a trailer, if you guys don't know. A flatbed, which happens to be a trailer, if you don't know. Any type of building materials. Listen. You can build your business successfully so that you can take advantage of that. Even right now today, we talked about the real estate market. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in the land of the free, the home of the brave. We are the king of regentrification. I come from a place called Vine City, and Vine City used to be the slums, and now it looks like Rodeo Drive. But in the real estate market, you can right now today, well, not today because it's my birthday, it's a national holiday, but come February 1st, you can start right now. Come April, you will have your business set up the proper way. You'll have enough business credit and enough leverage set up the proper way that you can start to invest in real estate right where you are, okay, so that you can buy your first property, rent it out. Buy your property, sell it. Buy your property and flip it, whether it be a single-family residence or it be apartment complex. The only thing that's stopping you from doing it is you. So those are the two industries right now. We're going to talk about this. Look, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3 right here on ssnatl.com. We're everywhere you need to be. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. You're going to find us. Tune in because we're going to teach you what you need to do to get your money where it needs to be. So on this segment of Hot Off the Money Presses, I just want to talk to you guys about how you're able to get some of this money that you see people are picking up on. The other thing was this huge thing about Uber. Did you guys see that? Like Uber, listen, Uber made a huge mistake. So Trump does this ban to the Muslim, for the Muslim countries and the Muslim nations, right? And so the taxi drivers in the New York say, well, hey, we're going to join the ban. We're not going to pick anybody up from the airport. Now, what Uber did is they think they have a good idea by saying, hey, this is some free money. Let me go pick this up. But that affected so many people. They did a ban on Uber. I think I got 15 text messages of, hey, get rid of your Uber. And so now Lyft comes along, and Lyft says, hey, well, we're going to donate a couple $1 million, and we're going to pick up the slack. So that being said, if you are an independent contractor, become a Lyft driver. I have a lot of my friends that are Uber drivers. If you're an Uber driver now, sign up with Uber and Lyft. Listen, jump on this bandwagon. Get on the bandwagon of Lyft. They have the support of the population right now. All eyes are on them. Become a Lyft driver. Contract with Lyft. These are tangible things that you're able to do right now today, that you're able to get some of this money that Trump is causing, the good and the bad. And so that's basically those are the three industries that I really want you guys to focus on right here, hot off the money presses. If you act right now, you can now instantly start printing money right now where you are. All right, guys, I want you to give me a call, 855-75-MONEY, 855-75-MONEY. It is my birthday. Wish me a happy birthday, or let's get into it. Let's talk about your issues. Let's talk about business credit, personal credit. We can talk about your baby mama, your side chick. We can talk about your male lover, your female lover, whatever it is. Let's talk about it right after this. 855-75-MONEY. This is E.DeanCole, Money Making Motivation. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
And we are back live, Money Making Motivation. I am your host, E.DeanCole, and today is a national holiday. It is my birthday, and you guys are giving me a call and wishing me happy birthday and talking about your economic issues. I have a caller on the line. Hey, caller, how are you doing today?
All right, yourself?
I am winning, my man. I am winning.
Good, good. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. May I ask who's calling and where you calling from?
This is Anthony Vaughn out of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, thanks so much for calling, Anthony. I appreciate the birthday wishes, my man. Hey, did you hear that hot off the money presses? What do you think about Trump firing the Attorney General? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, he's a businessman, period. So he's trying to treat America and the economy like a business. Unfortunately, it's not going to work that way.
That's true.
Because when you think about other countries and the things that are going on, it's just not going to fly right, because we're not going to be able to do certain things if we try to do any type of trading, because we can make more money outside of America as well as in America. So, you know, him doing that is actually going to stop a lot of things from growing, but we can still continue to grow something here where we're at. So that's what I'm looking for.
You know what? You are 100% correct, and I appreciate your call, and I appreciate the birthday wishes. You're so awesome. Hit that share button on Facebook. Hit that like button on Facebook. But, yeah, you're right, my man, and that's why I really feel like it's like now is the time for me to step out of my comfort zone and do this radio show. You know, there's not a lot of places where there's a lot of economic empowerment that's being taught. You know, a lot of these African-American leaders, a lot of these African-American proponents, they're talking about all the problems, but not giving you solutions on what you can do, on how you're able to fix it. So I agree with you 100%. We need to build where we are locally, man. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in Tuesday and Thursday. All right, we have other people calling on the line. If you call in and if it's busy, definitely give us a call back. We have the phone lines are lighting up. Thank you guys for all the love, and also, guys, thank you so much for the birthday wishes on Facebook. I'm looking at the Facebook Lives. If you can look, I'm looking right here. Hey, guys, thank you so much. But, hey, my man, thank you so much for calling in. Hit that share button and hit that like button as well. And we definitely going to talk about how we're able to build locally. Great call, my man. Thanks so much.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So listen, give me a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. Definitely give us a call, and we're going to put you live on air. And I would like to know what your thoughts are about this situation with the the Attorney General. I want to know what your thoughts are about the situation with the ban on the Muslim nations. I want to play both sides of the fence, okay? So I was listening to the radio. We're going back and forth. Azalea Banks and Rihanna. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Azalea Banks and Rihanna, they were going back and forth, and Azalea Banks was basically saying, Rihanna doesn't have a say because she's not a U.S. citizen. And so Azalea was, so Rihanna was saying, well, that's not true. I'm cleaning it up, guys, because we broadcast internationally. I'm cleaning up what Rihanna said. But basically, the gist of it is that she was saying that's not true because as the United States of America, people always look at us. We are the trendsetters. And like the last caller just said, Trump is running the U.S. like it is a business. When you have someone that is insubordinate, what are you going to do? You're going to fire them, right? But listen, this is your Attorney General. You don't have another Attorney General. Don't nobody want to work with you. Don't want nobody want to work with you in the first place. So you have to do it the proper way. And the thing that I think about, and this is not a political show. It's just hot off the money presses. This is a economic empowerment show. At the same time, it speaks to the socialism. It speaks to the systemic oppression. If somebody doesn't do what you want them to do, what do? You fire them. That is social engineering at its best, guys. So like the caller said, Trump is running the U.S. like it is a business. To maximize under Trump's administration, you have to become a businessman or a businesswoman. That is the best way that you're going to be able to live out these 4 years and build. This is what it's about, guys. I need for you guys to do everything in your power to position yourself to prosper. Listen, it's not going to come to you. There's a stream of money out there. If you could imagine what the economy looks like, it's a stream of money. I need for you to put your cast out there, cast out your net, and get this money. It's out there. It's available. They do not discriminate when you build your business and you do it the proper way. When we get back, we're going to talk about this a little bit more. We're going to take your calls. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Money Making Motivation, and I'm your host, E.DeanCole.
This is your boy PD.
I'm Beyonce.
Wow. Sensation Station Network.
And we are back live on ssnatl.com. Dean Cole, Money Making Motivation, every Tuesday and every Thursday from 1 to 3. Give us a call. You are our co-host, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Hey, we were just talking about, Hot Off the Money Presses, which is a segment where we talk about the latest news and what's going on. We were talking a bit about the 3 industries that I feel, this is just my opinion, that is the best way for you to maximize and capitalize on what's going on in Trump's administration. We talked about the trucking industry. The trucking industry is huge. I mean, especially if you are a flatbed driver, or if you are a dry van driver, or if you are a step deck driver, anybody that drives trucks. These, for the guys who don't know, these are the trailers. If you're ever driving down, like I'm in Atlanta, you're driving down 285 or you're driving down 400, and you see these big trucks with these huge bulldozers. This is how they transport it. The industry is great for you guys. The other industry that we were talking about is the real estate industry. Historically speaking, the real estate market has always been the most lucrative market for you. It has always been the most lucrative market. Yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of vicissitudes, a lot of ins and outs, but the real estate market is the best market. And I had a caller, or not a caller, but somebody chimed in on Facebook and they asked a question, and I'm going to read this question and I'm going to answer this question. So guys, if you're calling and you can't get in and you want to send me a message, you can send me a message on Facebook. Once again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. So the caller asked this question. It's like, hey, Dean, I'm listening to you on your radio show. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Me and my husband, we have been following you for a couple of years now, and we always listen to your live feeds, and you talk about real estate, but you always talk about real estate for investment. We want to be we are first-time homeowners how do we purchase our first home? Suzanne from Decatur, Georgia. All right, Suzanne, that is a great question. Thank you so much for tuning in, Suzanne. You're so very awesome. I'll make sure that my assistant sends you something nice for that comment. So if you are a first-time home buyer, that's a great question, Suzanne. All right, so we were talking about, well, I have a vlog. You guys on YouTube, I have a vlog. It's called CEO Lifestyle. And in this vlog, it's like a behind the scenes of the radio show, behind the scenes of what it's like for me to really run my business. And in the last episode of CEO Lifestyle, I broke down this whole situation with HUD, how it affects the homeowner. So just like how Suzanne just said, as a first-time homeowner, your minimum requirement to purchase a home, you have to have what's called a 580 FICO score, all right? Now, the minimum requirement to purchase a home as a first-time home buyer is you need to have at least a 580. Now, every single different lender has something called a lender overlay. The lender overlay is the difference. So Wells Fargo might have a lender overlay saying that you might have a 620 FICO, or SunTrust might have a lender overlay that says that you might have to have a 615 FICO. And then there are even some where they don't have that lender overlay, and you can get financing at a 580 FICO, all right? So if you have a 580 FICO, that means that you qualify credit-wise to purchase a home. Now, the second part of purchasing a home, Suzanne, is that you have to have your down payment. Now, this goes back to what we were talking about on the CEO Lifestyle vlog on YouTube. Trump just did, and I hate to say his name, God almighty, Trump just did a cut to HUD, right? And what he did was, President Obama was such a phenomenal president, so very much so underrated. Right before he left office, he put a bill in motion that was going to save FHA homeowners, HUD family homeowners, $500 per year for their mortgage insurance. Now, what that does, it makes it easier for somebody like Suzanne and her husband, who is a first-time homeowner. You're able to now purchase a home using HUD. Now, what Trump did, he took that away, stole almost, I think it was $35 million from the U.S., from the general public to the average working man and the average working woman like Suzanne and her husband. Now, if you are purchasing a home, I strongly suggest that you get an FHA mortgage if you're a first-time homeowner. The reason why is for two reasons. So one, Suzanne, you have to have at least a 580 credit score to qualify. The second thing is your down payment only needs to be 3.5%. So let's do the math, all right? I'm a numbers guy. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So let's just use round numbers because I'm in front of about 1 million people right now and I'm a little nervous. So let's just use 3.5% of $100,000. If you find a $100,000 home, 3.5% is $3,500. So if you have $3,500 either in your bank account, whether you get it from your Aunt Emma or your Aunt Jackie, whether you get it from a 401k or anything along those lines, if you're able to save $3,500 and you have a 580 FICO, you qualify to purchase a home, to be a first-time homeowner. Now, depending on those two things, that's what's going to allow you to credit qualify. The third thing that you need in order to qualify for a home, Suzanne, is you have to have what's considered a DTI, which means debt-to-income ratio. Your debt-to-income ratio needs to be at around that. You have a lender overlays for that as well, but that needs to be around 40%. So guys, that's basically it, Suzanne. So you can be a first-time homeowner if you have a 580 FICO, if you have 3.5 to put down, and you can afford it, you're at 40%. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. We're going to talk about some of the best things to invest in, to spend it and get it right back right here on ssnatl.com.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
And we are back live from Atlanta, Georgia, from Frisco to Maine, all the way to Spain. We're going all the way around the world with this thing. I am your host, E.DeanCole, and this is Money Making Motivation. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday right here on Sensation Station at ssnatl.com, right after Mind Your Business Radio on Tuesdays, and right after the Live Exchange on Thursdays. So, hey, guys, we are about to get into one of my favorite subjects, spending it and getting it right back. All right, spend it and get it right back. What are the avenues that you're able to make a good return on your investment, guys? Listen, we talked about it a little bit. There are one of the industries that we talked about tremendously that you can get a good return on your investment real quick is real estate. I'm not going to belabor real estate too much, but real estate is one of the best avenues when you invest the proper way, the right way where you can spend it and get it right back. Let's go ahead and do the numbers. So if you're able to find a property right now, if you already have your primary residence, like the caller or the young lady who messaged me earlier, let's say if she has a couple $1,000s and she wants to invest in real estate, you're easily able to purchase distressed property using business credit. You're able to do something that's called a hard money loan, get a hard money loan and float that loan, and you can actually flip that property in as little as 2 months. If you do it the proper way, you can flip that property in little as 2 months. So you can invest, very honestly, realistically speaking, you can invest anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. And if you do it the proper way, you can turn around and get that right back in about 2 months. Not only the $5,000 that you invested, but also on average, you're going to get around $10,000 to $15,000 if you do it the proper way. Now, when it comes to investing, there are two different strategies. In the financial industry, we say two things. Bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered, right? You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to be a pig. Bullish investments are things like real estate, things that are fast and easy if you were talking about flipping. Now, you can also have a bearish real estate move as well when you purchase and hold. That's if you buy a property, rent it out to like Section 8 or rent it out for investment property. But then the other bearish move that's very good right now where you can turn around and get a great return on your investment is the stock market. Now, there's a stock that's doing extremely well right now. Now, I repeat, I am not a stockbroker. Not the Wolf of Wall Street, but I do take a look at the stock market. And right now, there is a spike in the Pfizer's company. Listen, Pfizer did a swing in their fourth quarter, and they're already up about 0.38% of the fourth quarter. So that is a stock to kind of take a look at. It's right there where you can actually get some movement going on and you can get a good return on your investment. Now, guys, give me a call. I want to hear what you guys have to say. 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Give me a call. We have a power hour that's dedicated directly to you guys. But we have a caller on the line right now who's calling in. Hey, caller, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Dean?
I am winning. May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, man, this is Sanchez.
Hey, Sanchez, how are you doing, sir? Thank you so much for giving me a call.
Brother?
I am winning, man.
I wanted to give you a call, man, and just say how motivated and inspiring you are, bro. A lot of us are really trying to make some strong moves financially and really stretch our hands when it comes to getting multiple streams of income. And I just really appreciate how motivating and inspiring you are, brother.
Thank
you.
I
also know it's your birthday, man, so I wanted to call up and definitely wish you a happy birthday, bro.
Thank you so much, Sanchez. I really appreciate that, my man. Definitely hit that share button and like this. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. And you're very welcome. And you're right. We have to have multiple streams of income, especially in today's economic climate. What streams of income do you like the most right now? I guess
the real estate industry.
Real estate industry? Okay, yeah. Real estate industry, and we were just talking about that. Real estate industry is pretty good. If you, let's say, for instance, Sanchez, if you had $1 million, would you want to purchase real estate and flip it, or would you want to purchase real estate and hold it and rent it out? Which strategy would you like the most?
I think I go with the flip.
Yeah. Flipping is real good. You can turn around and you can quadruple and make your money big time with that. Thank you guys so much for calling. Thank you so much for calling, Sanchez. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. All right, guys, give us a call.
Thank you, brother.
You're so very welcome, man. Talk to you soon. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY, and we'll give us a call. There's a lot of you guys that are commenting on Facebook. To all of my Facebook family, thank you so much. Social media socialites, that's what I call you guys. My social media socialites, thank you for all the love and the support. The phone lines are ringing off the hook. If you cannot give us a call, definitely give us a message. We have a couple of messages here that I do want to read, that I do want to get into. I do want to make sure that you're heard. So somebody just messaged me and said, hey, Dean, happy birthday. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. All right. And she says, my name is Stacy, and I go to Georgia Southern. Okay, Georgia Southern is a good place, Stacy. And I was interested in network marketing. What are your thoughts on network marketing? My boyfriend suggests that we go through this, and I'm not sure. I am a faithful listener, and I have a copy of your book. Thank you so much, Stacy. You're so awesome. Hey, if you're ever in the Atlanta area, I know Georgia Southern is not too far away. If you're ever in the Atlanta area and you come to one of our events, I would love to sign that book for you, Stacy. All right. But to answer your question, Stacy, I'm not the biggest fan of multi-level marketing and network marketing. I know you guys are going to hate me. Listen, let me tell you guys why. All right. So my entire life, once I realized that I could walk, I was a salesperson. Like, I am naturally inclined. That's my gift. Like the Prophet Muhammad was a salesman, I am a salesman. And so because of that, a lot of people have always tried to recruit me to do a network marketing thing. Now, granted, network marketing, it does have its place, but if someone is an entrepreneur, and you know without a shadow of a doubt. So Stacy, if your heart's desire is to, whether it is to own a fashion line, or if your heart's desire is to own a makeup boutique, or be a chef, or be an attorney, whatever it is, my advice to you is invest all of your energy, all of your effort, and your time into doing that. It takes a lot to make something of yourself, Stacy. It takes a tremendous amount to make something of yourself, Stacy. It is not easy. And in order for you to really make something of yourself and to be successful and sustainable, all of that energy and effort that you could put into this network marketing thing and calling people up and recruiting people, you could actually invest that back into yourself. So my advice is to take that time and that energy and invest into your goals. Hey guys, give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Give us a call. We'll put you live on the air. We have a caller who's listening right now. Hey caller, what's your name and where are you listening from?
Okari Jones, calling from Northwest Indiana.
Hey, how are you doing, Mr. Jones? Thanks so much for giving me a call, my man.
Hey, no problem, brother. I just wanted to call in and wish you a happy birthday, man, and many more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. I really appreciate that, my man. Hey, you are awesome for listening. Thank you so much for listening, and hit that share button and that like button. What do you think about network marketing? What are your thoughts on it? Has anybody ever come to you about network marketing or multi-level marketing?
I've been in a few programs in the past few years. I'm not really a big fan of it. Got out of it just for many reasons, personal reasons. Just not really big with recruiting. I have my take on it. Just it's not for me.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, I agree that you want to have multiple streams of income, like the other caller said, but I think that you should build your own. Hey, guys, thank you so much for calling, my man. Thanks for wishing me the happy birthday. All right, you have a good day. Give us a call. When we get back, more from you guys. 855-75-MONEY. This is E.DeanCole, Money Making Motivation, ssnatl.com.
Hey, this is John Legend. Hey, what's happening, man? It's the King speaking.
Oh, this is Jeremiah.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Gotta be.
Sensation Station Network.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself, in the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
And we are back live from Atlanta, Georgia. ssnatl.com. We are everywhere you are. Hashtag Money Making Motivation on Twitter. Hashtag Money Making Motivation on Facebook. Hashtag Money Making Motivation on YouTube. Hey, this is E.DeanCole. I am your host, and this is my birthday, national holiday, January 31st. And this is our very first show on this network, ssnatl.com. You can find us on all the GM vehicles, satellite radio. We will be broadcasting on all Apple devices as well as all the former platforms we just said. And let me talk a little bit more about my background. You know, I was just on with the ladies of Mind Your Business Radio, and in the break, you know, we were talking. It was several of them, and come to find out, one of them, she knew me, Pamela. She remembers me when I was working at one of the large banking institutions, and she was like, "Oh, Dean, I'm so proud to see you doing what you're doing. You know, I remember you when you were working at the banks and you were talking about your book." So yeah, I wrote my first book, guys, How to Start a Business, Even If You Have Bad Credit, No Credit, and with no personal guarantee. And it became a #1 bestseller. And I have a secret to tell you guys. The reason why I wrote the book was because I wanted opportunities like this. I'm excited about this opportunity being broadcasting live, syndicated all over the U.S., where everywhere you need to be, to teach on economic empowerment. Money Making Motivation, this show is designed for you. You guys are our co-hosts. You're going to give us a call. 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. And we're going to talk truth to power about whatever economic issue you have going on. You know, the ladies of Mind Your Business Radio, you know, they were just talking about, you know, the things that are going on in the industry as far as being an entrepreneur. And they asked me, it's like, well, Dean, do you just work with a certain group of people? And to be very candid with you guys, I want to work with everybody. Look, black, white, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. It doesn't matter who you are. If you are an entrepreneur and if you desire to dream, I want to work with you. That being said, at the same time, I think that there is a big disparage of entrepreneurs that are taking advice from other African-American entrepreneurs. You know, in our culture, in our society, a lot of times we're very skeptical in our culture. It's very systemic. Where we believe sometimes, my Bishop Stephen B. Hall, who hopefully is listening today, he said something that I thought was phenomenal. He was actually talking to my brother Tiger, and he said this. I was overhearing the conversation. He said, some of y'all think that white ice is colder. Have you ever heard that before? I never heard that before, but I had to think about it. He said, some of you guys think that white ice is colder. And listen, ssnatl.com, we are equal opportunity listeners. We want listeners from everybody, but we're just talking about truth to power about the, you know, today's climate. I don't mean to discourage anyone. I don't mean to offend anyone or make anyone feel isolated. We're just talking about this is, you know, what is going on, truth to power of the situation. And some people do think that, you know, the young lady who was given the stack said that in the Jewish community, their dollar circulates for 30 days. I didn't know that. It was 30 days. In the Asian community, their dollar circulates, I think she said, 15 days. In the Caucasian community, their dollar circulates, I think, 21 days. And in the African-American community, our dollar circulates for 6 hours. There are two sides to that story. One side to that story is, one, a lot of us aren't in the position to get some of that money. That's why I need for you guys to listen every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3. I'm going to teach you how you're able to get to that money. The second thing about that is that sometimes we don't trust, and we believe sometimes that white ice is colder. Sometimes it just happens to be, it is, you know, and I'm guilty of it too. I have assumed that if a business was an African-American business, when I would go to them, I might not get the best quality of service. You know, some of those stigmas, you know, they do hold true. But most importantly, I want to teach on how you're able to get out there so you can get to some of that. So here on ssnatl.com, here on Money Making Motivation, I want to make sure that I teach you guys what you need to do. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. We are in our power hour where you guys are the guests. All right, Power Hour. The Power Hour is set aside specifically for you guys. You guys are going to give us a call, and I'm going to speak truth to power on all of your issues. So give us a call. 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. The lines are ringing off the hook. If you cannot get through, give us a call back. If for some reason you cannot get through, send us a message on Facebook. Send us a message on Twitter. We are everywhere you are. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. And so we do have several of you guys have been wishing me happy birthday on Facebook and also on Twitter. So this one is from Twitter. This is from Alex. Alex says, I have a collector calling me, and they're threatening to come and get me. What do I need to do? Hashtag Money Making Motivation. Hashtag Black Power Fist. Thanks so much for watching, Alex. All right, thanks so much for chiming in. Yes, guys, we're even on Twitter. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. We are everywhere you need to be. All right, Alex, that is a very good question, my man. So let's talk about it. So collectors, all right? So people who are calling you, asking you for money, that's their job. You know, they are collectors. Now, your rights as a consumer, you have to, you have to have your rights as a consumer. Your rights as a consumer is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and the Fair Debt Reporting Act. So that being said, if someone's calling you, Alex, and they're not going to come and get you, okay? That's a lie. Unless it's the feds or you committed a crime. I wish you told me what the debt was. So next time you message me, Alex, see if you can maybe message me real quick or tweet me real quick and let me know what the debt is. Because I don't know what the debt is, I'm going to talk about the three major types of debts, okay? The first type of debt that most people have is the credit card bills. You know, that's, if you're a young man like myself, I'm single in these streets of Atlanta, wishing I wasn't. So I got a date. I got to go out, and I have a credit card set aside just for when I want to go out on. All right, so let's say, for instance, I have this credit card, and God forbid, I don't, things get overwhelming for me, and now I have this $1,500 credit card debt, and it's haunting me. Now, Alex, if it is a credit card debt that you have the right to do something that's called debt validation. What debt validation does, Alex, what it does is it puts the power in your hand. For the Fair Debt Credit Reporting Act, no creditor is allowed to put something on your credit profile. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they're not able to put anything on your credit profile without proving that it's first you. So I'm going to break down what the debt validation process is when we get back. Guys, give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. This is Power Hour, Money Making Motivation. I'm your host, E.DeanCole. See you guys in a second.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
What's a dumb way to listen to an awesome mix of urban hits? Start off.
Sensation Station Network.
Too much sauce.
All right, guys, we are in our Power Hour here on ssnatl.com. Money Making Motivation. I'm your host, E.DeanCole. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3 o'clock. And there was a gentleman that messaged us on Twitter. We're on Twitter, hashtag Money Making Motivation. Look for us. We are everywhere you want to be. And so Alex wrote in. He says, hey, Dean, happy birthday. I have a debt collector that is looking for me. He's threatening to come and get me. Hashtag Money Making Motivation. Hashtag Black Power and the Power Fist. And we were just talking about the process of a debt validation. Now, a debt validation, basically what that does, it means that the creditor must first prove that they have the right to do business with you and prove that you owe that debt. So whenever you activate your rights as a consumer and you activate the Fair Debt Collection Reporting Act, now this creditor has to go through the legal process of defending themselves. In our program, we have something that's called the School of Business Credit. And in the School of Business Credit, we teach you how to build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit, but we also teach you how to fix and repair your own personal credit. We have a section that's called the 720 FICO coaching. And in that 720 FICO coaching, it teaches you how to do a debt validation. Now, this is the process that I'm going to tell you is how you would do the debt validation. The way that you do your debt validation is thing number one is you have to first dispute it, okay? If you don't dispute it with the credit bureaus, and if you don't dispute it with the consumers, you don't have the right to proceed to the validation. So what a dispute means, Alex, is that you have to call up the credit card company and or go to, the three credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and you have to say, hey, this debt is not mine. I am disputing this debt. Now, what happens is that for a lot of aggressive collection agencies, they're going to continue to stay forward. They're going to continue to push forward. But if they're an older collection agency, especially if they're a third-party collection agency, they have 30 days to respond to you. If they don't respond in 30 days, you guys automatically win. It's going to automatically come off your credit report if they don't respond in 30 days. Now, if they do respond in 30 days and say, hey, this is your debt, now what you have to do is you have to move forward and you have to send the creditor a certified letter in the mail. And in the certified letter of the mail, you have to do a photocopy of your driver's license, front and back, and a handwritten letter stating that this account, a copy of your credit report, is not mine. It is reported inaccurately. I need for you to validate this debt. And they have another 30 days to validate the debt. If they do not validate that debt, then you automatically get it automatically removed, Alex. So that is the way to do a debt validation. It works in your favor. Know your rights and stand up for your rights, because people will violate them even if they know that they're in the wrong. Guys, give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. We are in the Power Hour where you guys are our co-host, and we have a caller on the line. Hey, caller, who are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Dean, this is Latoya Ebanks. Happy birthday.
Hey, Latoya, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Miss Ebanks.
You are very welcome. I'm good. How are you?
I am winning. It is my birthday, and I'm excited about my new show, Latoya. Isn't that awesome?
I love it. I love it. I'm sure it's going to be just as awesome as your book, which was amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let you guys know who's on the phone with me. I have the beautiful, the gorgeous, the talented Miss Latoya Ebanks. She is a good friend of mine, and she is an entrepreneur in her own right. Latoya, I have to have you come up on the show and talk about your catering business. Now, let me tell you guys what Latoya does. She has a catering business where she caters towards couples, right? Isn't that right, Latoya?
That's correct. I cater for couples intimately in their home, do the whole setup and setting. No distractions, no people.
That's good. And it's Valentine's Day coming up, so Latoya, you have to come on the show. I don't know what your schedule is like, but I would love it if you could come on the show, Latoya. Thank you so much for calling in. Somebody else is calling in right now, and it's chiming in. Latoya, thank you for hitting that share button, and thank you for being so awesome. All right, guys, give us a call. We are here with you, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. I'm your host, E.DeanCole.
Hey, this is John Legend. Hey, what's happening, man? It's the King speaking.
This is Jeremiah. Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Gotta be. Sensation Station Network.
And you're listening to Money Making Motivation. I'm your host, E.DeanCole. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3 o'clock right here on ssnatl.com, on all of the Apple devices, as well as all GM vehicles on satellite radio. This is Money Making Motivation, your number one source for economic empowerment. And we are in our Power Hour. We have a lot of people that are calling in. Definitely give us a call. We want to get you live on the air and answer your questions at 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Also, send us a message on Facebook if you cannot get through, on Twitter, on Instagram. Send a courier pigeon. I got somebody outside looking for them. So we are everywhere you need to be. And we have a gentleman who just messaged us, Mr. Garnell Wright, on Facebook. And Garnell says, I have $400,000 in back taxes. Everyone is calling me. What should I do? All right, Garnell. Well, first, sir, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a active participant. Hit that share button and that like button for me if you can, my man. Really appreciate that. And to answer your question, well, first, I do want to say, take a deep breath. Everybody is calling. It's going to be okay. I know what it's like to feel like you're drowning in debt. I know what it's like when you have more month at the end of your money. I know. A lot of people are like that, Garnell. A lot of people are like that right now, especially in today's economic climate. It's tough for certain people, and that's what the purpose of the show is. So thing number one, Garnell, is I want you to make sure that you relax. Don't make a short-term decision. Don't make a long-term decision using short-term thinking. That being said, I normally would not suggest to go this route for anyone. At the same time, because you have $400,000 in back taxes, I would suggest that maybe bankruptcy might be an option for you. Now, bankruptcy is not an answer, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to make sure that I do not have financial negligence by just throwing out the B word. Bankruptcy is not an option for everyone. For Garnell's situation, bankruptcy is an option. Now, there are two types of bankruptcies. Pause. Let me stop. Make sure you consult an attorney. I am not a bankruptcy attorney. I am giving you my advice as a business consultant, and having over close to, now since today's my birthday, close to a decade and a half of experience in the industry. For every single state that you are in, I need for you to consult an attorney who specializes in bankruptcy for your state. All right? That's thing number one. Thing number two, there are two types of bankruptcies, Garnell. There's a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and there's a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Now, what bankruptcy does, it allows you to file protection under the bankruptcy shield. That means that all the creditors and all the debtors that are calling you, they now instantly have to stop because you now have the protection of the bankruptcy shield. Now, bankruptcy has been a term that has been publicized for a tremendous amount of time. At the same time, if you were to do a etymology of the word bankruptcy, it actually goes back to the days of Christ. Bankruptcy actually comes from the Greek word, which means broke bench. When somebody was in the market, you guys remember the story where, or if you guys remember the story in the Bible that talks about Jesus came into the temple and threw the table over because of money changers? That's similar to what bankruptcy was. What would happen is that if you, as a business owner, were in the market and the tax collector or the Pharisee would come into the market, and if you could not take care of your debts, they would physically break your bench. That's where we get the term bankruptcy from. All right. So that being said, it's not anything to be afraid of, Garnell. The first thing you must do is file bankruptcy. After you file bankruptcy, you now have leverage to talk with the IRS, and you are now considered uncollectible. You need to be in what's considered a non-collectible status. When you are a non-collectible status, the IRS cannot garnish your wages. They cannot pursue anything because you are now in what's considered non-collectible status. In order to become non-collectible status, you have to physically call the IRS. Don't be afraid. They're not going to reach their hand through the phone, Garnell. They're not going to send you to jail. Give them a call and tell to the person on the phone, build a relationship, let them know what you're going through. They're going to give you a worksheet, and the representative actually would do it with you right there on the phone, Garnell, and they will go through all of your debts, and at the end of the day, if your debts outweigh your income, you're then now considered non-collectible. On top of that, if you have filed bankruptcy, you now have the protection of the bankruptcy shield, and I would strongly suggest that you rebuild your credit after you've gone through the bankruptcy. All right, guys, so that's what I would suggest that you would do, Garnell. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. If the line is busy, give us a call back. We want to hear from you. That is your Power Hour. Now we're going to talk about hot off the money presses, guys. What's hot right now in today's market? All right, guys, hot off the money presses. What is hot? What's popping in today's news, financial news, as well as the pop culture, guys? Listen, if you have either been under a rock, or you threw your cell phone into the lake, or you turned off your iPad and you gave your computer to your best friend or your dog, you do not know what's going on. Last night, CNN broke out with a news report. Midnight Massacre. Donald Trump fired the Attorney General last night, guys. Can you believe that? Donald Trump fired the Attorney General last night. And the reason why he fired her was because she did not want to go along with the Muslim ban. Now, let's talk a little bit about this Muslim ban. You know, they talk about it, the press secretary, they use a term that I think has been coined, alternative facts. Basically, it's a bold-faced lie, alternative facts. And what they're saying is that it's not a Muslim ban, it's just a ban on Muslims, which is the same thing. If you jump in the water, you're going to do what? Get wet. I mean, if you are discriminating individuals, if you are marginalizing people based on their religious beliefs, that is unconstitutional. And that's the reason why the Attorney General did not feel comfortable moving forward and endorsing this ban. Now, you guys got to remember, and you guys know this, we talked about this, Donald Trump doesn't have a lick of experience. None whatsoever. The only experience that he has is that he's a Caucasian gentleman that's old enough to run for president. That's it. That's it. You know, it is the saddest story and the most motivating story at the same time. It's sad because of, oh my gosh, the state of the world that we're in, but it's motivating, which means that you can be any and everything you want to be if you decide you want to be it. That being said, it is her right as the Attorney General to talk about this. It does not mean that what you know, the president wants to do, she can't do. But that's all within her rights as the Attorney General, is that she has to make sure that it's legal. And a lot of people were saying this yesterday on the news, and they were saying that they don't even know if that is even legal or not. You know, I saw some people, you know, I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot. You know, we have a vlog on YouTube called CEO Lifestyle, and I like to do CNN Live on my YouTube because I'm always on the go. I can pull it up on my iPhone or whatnot, and I'm looking at CNN Live. And on CNN Live, people were talking about the comparison of what Trump did with what President Obama did. President Obama did a ban on people from Cuba. Well, the difference of that is that this is you know, affecting so many people financially. And that's what we want to talk about and focus on the show, you know, Money Making Motivation. We are all talking about economic empowerment and how it affects you and how it affects your finances. There was a gentleman, I wish I had that clip. Listen, guys, tune in on Thursday because I'm going to play this clip on Thursday. There was a gentleman in the airport. He was breaking down crying. He was sobbing. Did you guys see this? Matter of fact, come to my Facebook page. I'm going to post that link on my Facebook page, and I'm also going to share the clip on Thursday on our next show. He was sobbing and weeping because he said that he is a Muslim. He has been in this country. He is a U.S. citizen, and his brother was in the air when President Obama signed this ban, and he had to turn around and send him back. I mean, think about how this is affecting your finances. We talked about the Uber drivers, you know. You guys that are Uber drivers, you know, Uber made a comment during the protest that they were doing at the airport, and a lot of Uber drivers were upset because there was this huge petition going around. I think I got like maybe 15 messages on my phone. Delete your Uber account, delete Uber, and then Lyft comes along and says, hey, well, we're going to donate these millions of dollars to the cause, and now a lot of Uber drivers are frustrated about that. So, you know, that's the latest thing that's going on with this whole Muslim ban, and I would love to hear from you guys. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. I want to know what your take is on it. We were listening to, and we were talking about Azalea Banks and Rihanna. They were going back and forth about it as well. And I want to know what your thoughts are. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. This is Money Making Motivation. I'm your host, E.DeanCole, ssnatl.com. We're everywhere you are.
Uncle Dan?
Calendars. It's time to say.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Hey guys, we are back, and we have a lot of you guys that are chiming in on Facebook Live as well as on Twitter. And Instagram, listen, give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY. If you cannot get through, definitely send us a message because we want to put you guys live on air. Now, we were just talking about the Muslim ban, and we were talking about your 2 cents. Now, there's been a lot of you guys who've been messaging us on Twitter for your 2 cents. And so I'm going to go down and read what your 2 cents is on Twitter. Give us a call if you want to chime in on the subject. If you want to wish me a happy birthday, like all some of these other callers have, I appreciate it. 855-75-MONEY. Now we're talking about your 2 cents on this Muslim ban. So, Allah Harim says, it is terrible. I wish I was not in the U.S. at this time. Alicia says, it's a beautiful thing. Our president is strong. Michael says, it's ridiculous. Trump doesn't know what he's doing. All right, Stacy says, this is ridiculous. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Stacy. All right, George says, Trump is a strong businessman. He must have a reason for doing this. All right, we see Bernard says, this is dumb. This is why I didn't vote in the first place. All right, Suzanne says, hey, Dean, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Suzanne. And you have a question about your makeup line. Okay, we'll talk about that later, Suzanne. All right, but thank you so much for chiming in. Okay, and we have Dante. Dante is saying, I think this is ridiculous. It makes me sad as a human to think that our president can be so cold. All right, guys, so that's basically, so the census, it seems like, some people think it's a good idea. Looks like majority of the people think it's a bad idea. Give us a call, chime in, or message us, 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. Now, before the break, we were talking about 2 celebrities that were going back and forth, Azalea Banks and Rihanna. Now, I'm going to give you guys a clean version because, listen, we're nationally syndicated. We are everywhere you need to be. So I'm not going to get down and dirty like some of these girls did. But basically, so the way that it started out was Azalea Banks posted a comment saying that we need to support our president. Tina Campbell said the exact same thing. She did this huge long monologue on Facebook that we need to support our president. She blamed it on the Bible. Azalea Banks blamed it on the war. Azalea was saying that, how do you think that we're going to go to Iraq and start a war in Muslim countries and expect for them not to retaliate? Trump is just finishing the job. And so then, Rihanna gets upset, and Rihanna goes in and talks to Azalea and tell her, that this is unconstitutional. The United States of America, United States of America is the forerunner. Everyone looks to the U.S. as leaders. And so they basically went back and forth like girls do. They were very catty. They gave each other's phone numbers out on social media. So, fellas, if you want to be able to figure out how Rihanna can really work, give her a call. Azalea Banks, if you want to see how much she's grown up from the Disney Channel, give her a call. They are there. They put their information online. So, guys, I would love to know what your thoughts are. I want to hear from you on the matter. I don't know exactly how Azalea Banks or Erica Campbell can support this. I mean, I do get it. You want to be patriotic and you want to feel good about the situation. You don't want to become a victim, but a victor. I personally don't think that it is right. If I was the president or if I was someone in his cabinet, I would want to say something to them, about it being unconstitutional. But, his agenda is all about fear, in my opinion, because, you're going to fire somebody that kind of doesn't agree with what you say. So I want to hear from you guys. We have a caller that are calling in. Remember, give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. You are live on the air with E.DeanCole. Who's this? How are you doing? Hello, caller. You're live on the air. This is Money Making Motivation.
Hi. Hey, Dean. It's Supreme Essence. How are you?
Hey, Supreme. I am winning. How are you doing, Supreme?
I am doing so well. I just want to congratulate you on your success. I'm watching the show.
Thank you so much.
And happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Supreme. I really do appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are tuning in, Supreme Essence, she is the admin and creator of Credit Warriors, the #1 place for all of your financial and credit needs. Credit Warriors is a phenomenal nonprofit organization. She is the executive director of Credit Warriors and the founder of the group. Supreme, you're at what, 65,000 members right now?
About 68,000, almost 69,000.
Wow, that is phenomenal. Guys, if you are listening and you are interested in knowing how to fix and repair your credit, definitely go to Credit Warriors. Credit Warriors on Facebook. Each one teach one. It is a group of other like-minded individuals. What are your thoughts about this, Supreme? If you could hold on the line, when we get back, I want to talk to you more about this situation with Donald Trump and this Muslim ban. If you can hold on the line for 2 minutes, I want to get your input on it. Right here on Money Making Motivation, this is E.DeanCole.
Adopt US Kids presents
Now roll over. Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
You are listening live to Money Making Motivation. I am your host, E.DeanCole. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3 o'clock, ssnatl.com, hashtag Money Making Motivation, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Send a courier pigeon. You can get in contact with us at 855-75-MONEY. And we were just talking about this Muslim ban, how it affects your finances. And this is your 2 cents, and we have the executive director of Credit Warriors on the line, Supreme Essence. Supreme, what are your thoughts about it? Have you been looking at what's been going on with the on what this Muslim ban on the news?
Yes, I'm mortified. It's just buffoonery. It's an abuse of power. It's racism at its best. My take on it really is that Donald Trump is being used by the powers that be. So he's just being used as a distraction to meet certain laws that they want to pass. So, you know, it's deeper than what everyone is seeing on the outside, you know, and I'm going to leave it at that.
You know, I agree with you, Supreme. I think that he's definitely somewhat of a puppet. I do believe he's a puppet by the powers that be. And if we trace these executive orders, we're not going to find too far behind who really is pulling the strings. I mean, it's amazing how the moment he is in office, he starts signing these executive orders that does not have to deal with the legislation. So I agree with you 100%. Supreme, thank you so much for giving us a call. You can call us in anytime. Matter of fact, I would love to have you on as a guest. You being the executive director of Credit Warriors, I would love to have you in if you're ever in the Atlanta area, or you can be a call-in guest and talk about how you got to where you are, the executive director of a huge nonprofit organization that helps and teaches people how to build and repair their credit. That's phenomenal, Supreme. Thanks so much for giving us a call. All right, Supreme, you have a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a call. I want to hear from you, 855-75-MONEY. That is 855-75-MONEY. Give us a call. I want your 2 cents on the matter. We are live, Atlanta, Georgia, broadcasting on ssnatl.com. You can find us, hashtag Money Making Motivation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are everywhere you are. I do believe what Supreme was saying, guys. I mean, if you think about it, Trump got elected, and I know that this is not a political show. We're talking about Money Making Motivation. Trump got elected by the powers that be, and he instantly started making moves for a certain group of people. I strongly suggest that you guys take this time and really grow your business. Listen, you're going to work hard. It's hard work to become successful. I mean, it's hard work to make something of yourself. Like I'm new on the dating scene. Well, not necessarily new. Let me put it this way. I'm dating now, okay? I've been single for quite some time, but now I'm like actively, I'm doing the eHarmony thing. I'm doing the POF thing. You know, the hookups and the friends, I am actively taking the time out to try to date. At the same time, I am very much so growing my business. You know, I have the vlog on YouTube, hashtag CEO Lifestyle. If you are watching on YouTube, or if you like to YouTube, do hashtag CEO Lifestyle or hashtag Money Making Motivation. Definitely hit that subscribe button. And with everything that I'm doing with the radio show, with growing the business, with my clients and everything that we're doing, I document all of that on my vlog. And in that, I show how hard it is. I work extremely hard. I work extremely hard. And I was talking to this young lady, and it's just to get to know you stage. It's nothing major, we were just talking, the chit-chat, like the first conversation, and I think it was like around 11:30 at night, and she was like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm working. She was like, mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I really am working. It takes a lot to make something of yourself, owning a business and launching things, it takes a lot. I said all of that to say this. This time, use it to motivate you. Reinvest your time into doing whatever it is that you want to do. If that's writing a book, I need you to write that book. If it is launching your business, I need you to launch that business. If it is going back to school, I need for you to go back to school. If it is starting a ministry, I need for you to go ahead and start that ministry. The time has come, and now is the time to maximize and capitalize, because there is going to become a larger gap, guys. Listen to me. Please hear me out. Make sure that you guys plug in Money Making Motivation. Tune in to so many different people that are teaching you on how you're able to grow your finances and grow your business. During this economical time, you're going to have to reinvest your time and your energy to make something of yourself so that you are not stuck behind the times. I am excited about this journey, guys. I'm excited about being here on ssnatl.com. We broadcast on all satellite radio, all GM vehicles. We have our podcasts on Apple, iTunes, and also on YouTube, hashtag Money Making Motivation, hashtag CEO Lifestyle. You can actually find, if you're not able to find us on Facebook, you will be able to see the replay of the show. We are broadcasting live, and I'm recording. I'm saying hey to you guys right now. So I'm really excited about this journey, guys. And I think the thing about it is I look at a lot of these different teachers like Dr. Umar Johnson, who I love, adore, and respect, and cannot wait to meet and talk to him. I look at people like Dr. Jamal Bryant, who I love, respect, and cannot wait to meet him. And I look at these different political figures, and they talk about the problem. They do a great job of talking about the problem, but I need for you to give me solutions, right? And that's what this show is all about. We're going to speak truth to power on every situation that you guys got going on. We're going to talk about your economic situation, and we're going to help empower you in your economics. We're going to give you tangible things that you're able to do right now, so you're able to take advantage of that. One of the things that we talked about tremendously was the real estate market, okay? Being in the real estate market right now is one of the best ways that you're able to get a great return on your investment. Being a homeowner is a great way for you to put money and wealth back into your hands instead of your landlord's hands. The trucking industry is huge right now. All of the construction that's about to go on. You can easily get one of those contracts. The only person that's stopping you is you. Listen, I know I have a lot of clients, a tremendous amount of clients that are truckers. And I know you guys are watching right now. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. Let's talk about it, 855-75-MONEY. But you guys are able to get those contracts. Nobody is stopping you. The only person that is stopping you is you. If you need to get your own authority, get your own authority. If you need to stop driving company and start getting a lease, there's nothing wrong with that. Get a lease so you can do what it is that you need to do. I really want you guys to focus on not making excuses. Excuses are lies that disguise themselves as the truth that keeps you bound in mediocrity. All right. So this is what we're talking about. I just got a message right now from a gentleman on Facebook who is a part of the YTTA network. YTTA network, my truckers, giving a shout out to all of you guys. YTTA guys are chiming in. And he says, I am a company driver with Snyder, and I really want to have my own truck. I don't know what to do. I am a felon, and I am afraid that this is the only job that I can get. Thanks for all that you do. Happy birthday, and you're always sharp. Thanks so much for watching, my man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment, and I am excited. It is my birthday. When we get back, I am going to speak to this situation that we're talking about. Tune in. Don't go anywhere. Give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. We will put you live on the air, and we're going to talk about how you're able to build your business even as a felon right after this.
Bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let truisms help you to the next level.
Big business. This is the American West.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya.
All right, guys, Money Making Motivation. I am your host, E.DeanCole. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3 o'clock. We have you guys watching and listening all over the U.S. We are live on Facebook right now, and we have Miss Deanna Turner, one of a good associate of mine. We've done a lot of business together. Her beautiful, gorgeous self was on the air this morning with Michael and Joy. She is a contributor and a sponsor of the station. Deanna, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate that. And it is my birthday, so I expect a cigar and a glass of wine or something, Deanna. All right, guys. So we were just talking about, being an entrepreneur. And there was a gentleman who was a part of a group called YTTA, and I'm just going to do an abbreviation of it. Basically, what he says is, hey, I work for a company called Snyder, and I am a felon, and I'm nervous to start my own business. I think that this is the only job that I have. Thank you so much for all that you do. Happy birthday, and you always stay sharp. Thank you very much so much for chiming in, my man. I appreciate that. YTTA is a great station. Very good connection. Now, being a felon does not mean that you cannot start a business. Being a felon does not mean that you cannot be successful. There's a lot of systemic things that are in motion. It makes it more difficult when you are a felon, but it does not mean that you are marginalized against to the point to where you cannot be successful. Yes, if you are in corporate America, if you're working for an employee, they have those strict rules and guidelines. However, when you start your business and you set your business up the proper way, if you set up a LLC, a limited liability corporation, which is my favorite, I suggest LLC, a INC or S Corp, definitely consult a tax attorney in your area, a CPA. But if you set yourself up as a LLC, limited liability corporation, you're now able to separate yourself from your business. So your business credit, which is completely separate from your personal credit, you're able to obtain everything that you need so that you can win those contracts. And you could do so by using different partners. There are some lending institutions that might have issues with you being a felon. But the thing is, you don't go to those lending institutions. Us personally, as a consulting firm, we contract with 150 different lenders. And out of those 150 different lenders, we really just focus on a good handful of about 15. Out of those 15, there are 5 that do not like to do business with felons. There's another 10 that do. So that being said, educate yourself, position yourself. Excuses are lies that are designed themselves as the truth to keep you marginalized. And furthermore, if you are a felon, there's some really good, interesting things that you're able to do outside of the trucking industry that you're able to do to get money right now. And so I really want to talk about that. So even if you're a felon, I want you to listen up, because in the Get It and Spend It Right Back, these are 2 different things that you're able to do right now, regardless of your criminal background, where you can spend it and get it right back. Spend it and get it right back. Let's talk about ways that you're able to maximize on a return on your investment. Now, we talked about this a little bit more, a little earlier. Let's talk about it a bit more, is the real estate industry. There was a gentleman who was a part of a group that I'm a part of, which is called YTTA. He's a trucker. He left me a message on Facebook, and he was saying that he wants to start a business, but he is afraid because he's a felon. The trucking industry is one of the industries that thrive that's very lucrative for individuals that are felons, but also the real estate industry as well. You can purchase a home. Nobody stops you from purchasing a home. You're able to purchase a home, and when you're purchasing a mortgage, banks aren't going to not do business with you because you have that right as a U.S. citizen. If you are a felon, purchase a home. Investing in real estate is a great way right now that you're able to purchase, turn around and get it right back. In the scenario that we talked about in the first hour, we talked about someone finding a distressed property. You're able to build up your business credit enough or build up your personal credit enough, whichever way you choose. I suggest your business credit. Within 3 months, you're able to find a property, purchase this property, put a little bit of work into it, get a hard money loan. Hard money loans are loans that do not require you to have excellent credit. They just require you to have a good exit strategy. And if you do it the proper way, you can literally invest $5,000 and in 2 months turn that $5,000 into $15,000. That is a great way that you're able to spend it and get it right back. The real estate market has always been one of the best, most lucrative markets when it comes to investing. Now, like I mentioned before, there are two types of investing. We say that bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. Okay, you do not want to be a pig. Bullish investments are things that are fast. Things like real estate, turn around and flip it. There was a caller that called in, and I asked him if he had $1 million, what would he want to do with it? He said he would purchase real estate to flip. That's considered a bullish move. A bearish move would be to purchase real estate and hold on to it and rent it out to government agencies like Section 8 and or renting out to the general public. That's considered a bearish move. Another very good bearish move right now where you're going to get a good return on your investment is Pfizer, guys. Last year, Pfizer ended their fourth quarter on an all-time high, and starting out, they're already at 38% higher going into the first quarter of 2017. So Pfizer is definitely a good company to look out for, guys. I am not a investment guru, so if you do decide to take my advice on that, consult a investment guru that is in your area, that is in your state, before you decide to make that decision. But that's just based on my experience. We're always looking at different ways to diversify your funds, diversify your investments. Real estate has always been time, true, and tested. If you look at who the president is, he grew his millions out of the million that his father gave him. His father gave him $1 million increase, and he flipped it and turned it. There's a lot of things about Trump that I do not like, but there's a lot of things about him that I do like. I do admire him for his tenacity. I do admire him for his business prowess. I do admire him for being bold enough and audacious enough to just go after it. I mean, this guy has absolutely no idea and no clue on how to run the free world, but yet he is the leader of the free world. Why? Because he wanted to. That's something to speak to as well. Money-making motivation, you can be and do anything and everything you want to do. The only person that is stopping you is you. In the last interview I did right before we came on, I was with Mind Your Business Radio, and we were talking about some of the things that keeps us back. And some of the things that keeps us back is our self-limiting beliefs. All right, I want to say a hey to a Miss Marquetta Frazier. Hey, Marquetta, how are you doing? Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for wishing me the happy birthday. Go ahead and hit that share button. You're watching on Facebook Live. Thank you so very much, Marquetta. You are so awesome. So tap that heart button for me 10 times. You guys know how I do when I do my live at 9. Tap that heart button for me 10 times and hit that share button. Thank you so much, Marquetta. You are so awesome. You are so phenomenal. Thanks for the birthday wishes. So like I was saying with Donald Trump, and I don't know what I was saying before was our self-limiting beliefs. In the last hour of Mind Your Business Radio with Dr. Flo, she was asking me, Dean, like, how did you get to where you are? You're a young man, you have a radio station, you have a thriving consulting firm, you have a #1 bestseller. Like, how did you get here? And I told her that it's because I fight every day. If someone asks me how I'm doing, when you call in the radio station, 855-75-MONEY, that's 855-75-MONEY. When I pick up the phone, you ask me, how are you doing? I am winning. You want to know why? It's not because that's something fun and a cliche to say. Let me tell you guys where I got that I'm winning from. I got it from Dr. Creflo Dollar. Way before Chevy Chase, or I think that's the guy's name. Was it Chevy Chase Prime? Who was it that used to say I'm winning? What was the guy who got AIDS now? What's his name? I think who was on the show, my brother, two guys and a man. I can't remember his name. Charlie Sheen, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So before Charlie Sheen started saying I'm winning, I learned that from Dr. Creflo Dollar. And he taught, I think for almost 4 months on success. And he talked about positive affirmations. I think he talked about it for 4 months. And he used to say all the time, I win every battle all the time. Every time I win every battle. And so one of the things about being an ambitious man is that you're always persevering. When you're an ambitious woman, you're always fighting. You're fighting against social norms. You're fighting against stigmas. You're fighting against marginalism. You're fighting against systemic structures that you're trying to fix and change. And you have to fight those battles. If you do not fight those battles, you cannot be successful. And one of the things that I talk about is, overcoming my self-limiting beliefs. My self-limiting beliefs is that I'm not smart enough to do this. I'm not handsome enough to do this. I'm not old enough to do this. I'm not young enough to do this. I am not financially stable enough to do this, or I have too many finances, I can't do this. All of these things are self-limiting beliefs. If you're able to overcome your self-limiting beliefs, you're able to do what Donald Trump did. You're able to have absolutely no idea, no clue how to run a business. You're able to have absolutely no idea, no clue how to start a ministry. You're able to have absolutely no clue, no idea how you're going to get through college. But if you say in yourself that you want to do it, you can and you will do it if you persevere. And that's what I really want to leave you guys with today. Money Making Motivation, we're here for you. We're here every Tuesday, every Thursday from 1 to 3. The call-in number is 855-75-MONEY. That's 855-75-MONEY. I really want you guys to come here next Thursday. We're live every Tuesday and Thursday. Sensation Station, ssnatl.com. We are on all of your Apple devices as well as satellite radio, all GM vehicles. When you guys come next week, I want you to call in and I want you to tell me, what are some of your self-limiting beliefs? I'm going to share with you guys some of my self-limiting beliefs. I'm going to be transparent and honest with you guys. I am very grateful for my family. I love my family tremendously. My mother, she's watching. She watches everything I do. I love you, Mama. Thank you so much for letting me be born today. At the same time, I get my ambition from my mama. My mama was always either chasing a man or chasing money. And right now, her and her husband are on this wonderful vacation in Vegas, so she was successful in that. That being said, my mother worked a lot. And so some of my self-limiting beliefs was that I didn't come from the best household structure. My father's from Sierra Leone, and he's African. And I really didn't know that side of my family because a lot of the Africans and African Americans don't necessarily get along that well. And so I did not know that part of my family. So there was a void in me. And I felt like I don't know how to be a good, strong man because I never really saw it in my father. But because of my uncles were there and they taught me how to do it. But they never really sat down and say, hey, sit down. I'm going to teach you how to do boom, boom, boom. It was by me seeing them and with osmosis. But my family comes from a blue-collar family. I don't know anyone that really has a lot of continuing education in my family besides my brother, who was a football star. And that's why he got his continuing education. It wasn't because, we had a college fund that they paid for. It's because he got a full ride that he got that. But that being said, because of those things, I had a lot of self-limiting beliefs. And I would act out trying to overcompensate for that. But it wasn't until I really started to deal with my self-limiting beliefs and really become the man that I wanted to become to where I start to see the success that I have today. So I want you guys to be transparent with me Thursday. I want you guys to give us a call, 855-75-MONEY. We're going to talk about what are your self-limiting beliefs, what are your goals, and how you're going to maximize 2017. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. This is E.DeanCole, ssnatl.com, Money Making Motivation. See you guys on Thursday.
We got to keep God first. We got to stay humble. We got to keep working, and we got to get this money. Economic empowerment is what's going to keep all of us on the straight and narrow. Everybody.
Black Jesus.